everyone, and welcome to Lying Around Connecticut with Carol and Harry. I am Carol Kearns. My husband Harry Shue is our co-host. Our mission for the show is twofold: to provide information about Connecticut Lions events and to showcase the many different organizations and causes that Lions support locally, regionally, and internationally. Harry?
Good evening and welcome. Please consult our website at www.lions23b.org or your district spirit for more information on coming events.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Lying Around Connecticut with Carol and Harry. Here we are today at the Northeast Pin Swap.
We're at the Radisson Hotel in Cromwell, Connecticut. The Radisson, of course, is where we have our midwinter conference. This year it's going to be our combined midwinter and state convention, first weekend in February. So it's a great place. They treat us very well here, and the pin swap should be a great time.
En avant. Hi, Bill. How are you?
Doing just fine, thank you.
What do you think of this pin swap?
It's a good swap. I have really enjoyed it.
Same here. How many swaps have you attended, approximately? Or how long have you been a pin trader?
Let me put it this way. I think this year I've only attended 6.
6? Where are they?
Okay, Ardmore, Nashville, Davenport, no, Branson. This is the 5th one.
Do you go to York, PA?
Sometimes. We normally go to Reno. Our next one will be in Reno.
When is that?
In October.
Wow. Are you going to be in Nevada? As I was taught by International Director Jack Epperson. He is from Nevada, and I always say Nevada. How do you pronounce it?
I say Reno.
Oh, you're a stand-up comedian.
Nope.
Nope. What do you collect?
I collect mainly, right now I'm in the Animal Train series, and I've got several pins in there.
What does that mean, Animal Train?
Well, it's a series. We've got various animals, for example, like circus trains, or circus animals, or dogs, or cats, or what have you. I've got a squirrel out, and I've got a Boston Terrier.
Wow.
And then I've got, right now I've got 2 armored trains and a Army train that's coming. We've got an Army train that's coming out in Ardmore. And I'm more or less one of the 2 main people that do the Ardmore swap.
Wow, that's great. Annually. And we'll always welcome you. Y'all say that y'all have the biggest casino, but y'all don't. No, wait. Where?
Here in Connecticut or Massachusetts?
That's true.
No, it's not.
But it's true that we say it.
But the biggest casino is in Oklahoma.
How
and
about that?
They have 7,000 slots, and it's 1 mile from the Texas border. So we get all the Texans.
Oh,
yeah.
High rollers.
That's right.
That's excellent. Tell me about this bolo tie. This is called
okay, I'm trying to remember which one.
It says Oklahoma on it.
This is a state pin from 2000. We actually have each one of our, every year that we do a pin, we do the state pin also in a necklace and in a bolo.
Wow. What do you have here today to trade? Any necklaces or
I've
bolos?
got necklaces, I've got bolos, I've probably got 20 bolos and probably 15 or 20 necklaces.
I'm impressed. I have to come see your collection.
Come see me.
Right after this interview. Thanks, Bill.
Thank you.
See you later.
Okay.
Hi, here we are with past International Director Steve Scherer. Good morning, Steve.
Good morning.
And you are also an officer with the Pin Traders, I understand.
I happen to be the second vice president with the LITPC, yes.
I remember that. We were in Chicago when all the officers were introduced.
Correct.
So, how long have you been trading pins?
I've been trading pins since 1986.
You must have a huge collection. I haven't been over to see your table yet, but I'm going to have to take a walk over.
I've got a few pins. We probably travel with 2,000 or 3,000.
Wow. And so we were fortunate. We had a Leo pin that you were missing in your collection.
Correct. I was happy when I saw that on your table this morning and glad we were able to do a trade.
Yeah, that's great.
You are?
Joan Bennett from Connecticut.
Yes, Joan. Hi. And?
Peter Nevers, East Windsor Lions Club.
Peter is a brand new pin trader, right?
I am.
And just look what he has collected so far, or let's say assembled. Now, Joan, how many pin swaps have you been to? Many?
This is my first pin swap.
It is?
Yeah, I got started when Carolyn Messier was running for ID, and she raffled this as a fundraiser, and I won it. It was the vest with all the pins, and I won the raffle.
You know what? I have a similar story. I was a brand new pin trader, and we were at a pin swap, the one in Mystic, right, Harry? Just behind me on a doorknob was a vest full of pins, and Ralph Dolan.
Yeah, he's here.
He's here. Well, he said, Carol, you didn't buy your raffle tickets. I said, I'll buy them now. I won that vest, and see how that changed our lives with the pin traders.
That's how I started.
What, Harry? It was fixed. They did it to hook us into pin trading.
Oh.
So what? It worked. It worked.
No, this one wasn't fixed.
I know. He was kidding. I don't think Ralph's
But it
was
did. It got
either.
me in.
Now, what are you collecting? Anything special?
Well, I'm trying to get the train sets, but basically I'm trying to get stuff that relates to when Jim came in as district governor and went over to Birmingham, England. So I'm trying to get pins for that. And I've got pins from different states. Eventually I'll have all. But I've got
That's
another
quite a vest.
You know, I got the new vest where you have the layers.
Yes.
And it's so much easier. 'cause
Really
then
a
you
pin
can-
trader.
Yes, because then you can put everything from one set on there.
Absolutely. Now, do you have a pin trader's vest?
I have a club vest, but I don't have a pin trader's
Well,
vest.
I just acquired one yesterday. I bought it, but they go up to size medium. It's a little too big for me, but I have a tailor who can fix that. But anyway, where are you going to put all these pins?
My goal is to get as many pins as I can. And I'm going to put them in display cases, and then whenever we have a club project, I'm going to put them out, and I'm hoping that people will get interested in it.
Absolutely.
And then even non-Lions, and maybe we can get some Lions members out of it and get some pin traders.
New members,
Yes, since I'm the Pin Traders Club president this year
right? I know
in Connecticut.
you are. Congratulations.
See, they didn't tell me I started out innocent through this.
Oh, it comes with the vest. It really does.
It does. And I'm a director. I'm a Connecticut director. But
That's how I started out,
We
too, and
go
then
to
you
all
go
these
up through.
meetings. You have to be there.
Eventually,
show
they're gonna
up
put you
and
in for vice president and so on.
yes, they will. You'll soon be a director or something, Peter.
I'm a director of too much already.
Well, you're just beginning.
We have to put a plug in for Lions Low Vision
Go ahead.
because we are growing in leaps and bounds. We're putting in more
Low Vision Center.
low vision centers. We've finally got some money to operate with, and it's going to be very, very big in the near future, I hope.
You're right. We'll talk about that again later. So we will see
New
you.
one too down in New Haven. Yes,
Is there?
and there's one in North Haven at Quinnipiac College or University. They actually have a Lions Low Vision Center.
That is
Quinnipiac.
fabulous. Now, Harry, which one are you working on?
Can't
Come
hear you.
here. I know when you're the videographer.
We're looking to open one in New Milford, in the New Milford area. Yeah, there's one in Danbury now, but New Milford will cover like Kent and more the western Connecticut area. Enfield is the other one. If we can cover Enfield, see, the great thing is we work pretty closely with District A, which is great, and we have the
Yes.
same business
Yes.
model, which is great. So now we need to work on C.
Yes.
If they can come around, and we'll all be doing the
The same thing.
Yeah,
The
so
same way.
the same way.
Oh, it's always
And-
great to be on the same page.
Well, it's also more cost effective. I mean, because we're working with the hospitals, we don't have employee costs. We have one consultant who works with us, so I think it's the way to go. So yes, thank you, Peter. As immediate past president, I thank you.
Thank you all, and hooray for the Low Vision Centers.
Absolutely.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, kid.
Bye-bye. Thanks, Jim.
Okay, we're back with Joan. Joan, we had a great time at the Opening Eyes in June down in Southern Connecticut.
For the Special Olympics, yes. And next year it'll also be there, and the dates are June 9th and 10th. And they give a pin out every year. This is previous, but you got one because you and Carol were both nice enough to volunteer this year. So you know how great it is.
Oh, yeah.
But and this year, too, I'm meeting with Dr. Sue Danberg and with the council, primarily Hillary, that we're going to try something that Dr. Sue did up in Canada, where we could change what we're doing, the way we're doing it now, to actually screen more, because every year we screen only about 300 of the athletes, but actually there were 2,400 athletes there.
Right.
So she has a program that she was able to start up in Canada, I believe it's Toronto, and they started off with screening like 500 of the athletes, and she got more of the families involved. They now screen 1,000 athletes when they do it.
So that means we're probably going to need more space and certainly more volunteers. Yeah, everybody listening out there.
Peter, because he hasn't volunteered yet. He said he wanted to, but he was sick a few times. But yes, definitely, we want Peter. Absolutely.
Okay, Southern Connecticut State University. Do you know where that is?
I do, sir.
Oh, there you go. Well, then you're a volunteer already.
I am.
You are. Well,
I'll swear me in.
hi, Peter Nevers.
How are you, Harry?
All right, Joan, what kinds of activities, what kinds of volunteers, what are we asking people to do there, our Lions?
Oh,
Just the tasks that
well, there's nine stations that the athletes have to go through for screenings, and there's also registration, which we have the registration for some of my older Lions who can't stand. But then as you go to the next station, it's similar to acuity that we get, where, it's the letters, AE, so on. They actually have shapes because it's easier for them to identify shapes. And then they go through different stations. They have one to find out if you're colorblind or not. Some get more technical, but we have student eye doctors that come down and run that part. But we have different ones. We have optometrists there, and they help with getting the children glasses, because the most important thing is every athlete who needs a pair of glasses gets a free pair of glasses, prescription glasses. And if they don't, the athlete gets to pick out a pair of sunglasses.
Right.
So
hey, getting back to the Low Vision Center, at the cleanup, we found a box that had these sporty sunglasses that we kept aside for Joan. Remember seeing those the last time you were
I
there?
don't remember seeing those.
It's a box. I don't know how many are in there, but it's a box about this size, and it's filled with sports sunglasses. So I asked Joan whether she would like them, and absolutely. So those are going over to Opening Eyes.
Excellent.
So you can do all kinds of things to help out next June. I mean, there's all kind. We'll keep you busy. I'm sure Joan will find something for you to do.
I did make one. I made a stand down on Rocky Hill.
Oh, for the veterans?
Yeah, it's for the veterans, which is, as you know, that's a busy day as well.
Yes.
With the glasses. Yes, September 22nd, Rocky Hill.
Yep. So all kinds of events to help people. The athletes. When I think of Special Olympics, I think of young people. But when we were there, I asked the question. No, they range in age from young kids to old.
40s, 50s, yes.
Yeah. So it's a great program. They get a lot out of it, and hopefully we can screen up to 1,000 this year. That would be wonderful.
Yes, well, it's going to take a while, but that is our ultimate goal. And I also get the Leos very involved.
Yep.
Leos are great because you have to understand that when the athletes are coming in, they have all of their meets they have to do, and they're really concentrating on that. So, but they're coming in with their parents or their guardian, who obviously wants them to get their eyes screened and get glasses. So I've learned through the years that if we assign a Leo to each of the athletes and they walk around and they talk with them, and they really just mesh. They get along so well together that the athletes don't get anxious about not making it out of there in time. and it's wonderful.
Yeah, that's great.
And the Leos love it.
That's great. So, just a few of the things that Lions do, and pin trading is another one. So, thanks for being on the show. Have fun at the pin swap here, and we'll talk to you later.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Harry.
All right.
Thank you, Carol.
Hi, Roger Van Dyke. And what do you do here for these pin traders?
I trade a lot of pins.
That's not the only thing.
Well, it's a social event for me more than anything.
Wonderful.
It's love it. If it wasn't for the people, I wouldn't be in this business. In fact, it's really the whole reason we come to the things. Yeah.
Tell us about the award you and Sally accepted from Phil Zernak at our annual picnic a few weeks ago.
It was the Bill Smith. I guess scholarship award or whatever it is. It's for donating some money over the years or whatever, some period of time. And it's a very nice crystal trophy type of thing, plaque thing. And,
Beautiful.
Well, it's for a great
And
cause.
thank you so much.
Well, you're welcome.
And
but
congratulations.
the honor is all ours, really. I mean, the plaque is not important. It's important where the money is going and what's serving, because we've given a lot of money away to scholarships over the years.
That's great.
And Bill Smith, of course, who was one of the founders, I think, of International Trading Pin Club, really was so instrumental in founding this whole thing, and now it's being perpetuated in his name, at least. And of course, Bill's still alive, but being perpetuated now with a scholarship fund, which is really beautiful.
Aren't these the pins?
Yes, it is.
Here's mine. Harry has one. I'm number 91 of the first 100.
I'm number 89, and I think Sally's 85.
Harry's 92.
There we go.
Looking great, aren't we?
Yeah. Now that's funny. Roger,
Yes.
tell me about your background on the seas.
On the seas. Well, I'm retired Navy, 25 years.
Yeah.
But I was a Navy pilot. In fact, 50 years ago now, actually a little before that. But in 1960, I think it was 1965. And the reason she's bringing this up is
Yes.
because I happen to see a pin here, and it's for the USS America. And when the America was the newest aircraft carrier in the Navy in 1965, we did all the shakedown cruise and made my first Caribbean cruise on the America, and there's a pin of it there. In fact, I have, as a Navy pilot, I think I have probably at least 250 landings on the USS America. So that's how this all started when I
That
walked
is
by here.
fabulous. Now, tell us about your pin trading.
Been doing it since somewhere in the 80s, I think. I'm a charter member of the Connecticut Pin Trading Club, and just like I've always been a pin collector, and then when Kurt Fitch formed the Pin Trading Club, and then we're looking for people to be a part of the thing, I happened to know about it and got in touch with him and became a charter member, and so it's been doing it ever since. And of course, the thing it's done is now let us get together, and I don't know how many pin trading swaps there are across the United States or the world every year.
Right.
We get to about 4 or maybe 5 a year ourselves, Sally and I.
That's a lot.
But some of these guys go to ball, almost all of them. They're back and forth across the country all the time.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Great talking to you. I hope
Thank you.
Sally comes today.
I think she's coming later. Yeah,
Oh,
thank you.
good.
right.
Thanks, Roger. Bye-bye.
Okay, it looks like there's a lot of activity over where Carol is. I think they're selling tickets, or maybe they're taking orders for some of the pins. Tomorrow's breakfast, we're going to be able to buy some more of the Connecticut pins that were available here, and some extras of the pins that we received for registering for this event. So there's still a lot of pin trading going on here. Everyone is here. You can see all the pins out at all the tables. There's Walter Keach with the apron on. Walter is the immediate past president. Tom, with his back to you here, is originally from Waterbury, Connecticut. We had about 50 tables here, so a very good showing. Here with the patriotic do-rag is Fred Leach from Virginia. And Fred is a CPA by trade. And Carol, what do you have there?
In a set of these animal pins. First I wanted,
That's a set of animal pins.
yeah, I wanted just this one. It was all covered up. And Bill said, oops, it's a set. Could I interest you in buying this set for $10? I also like the giraffe. I said, let me see. Harry and I both love animals. Harry, what do you think?
Go for it.
Go for it. What do you think, Elaine?
Jungle animals, cool.
Aren't they beautiful? I'm going to buy this set.
Oh, those look like the ones from South Carolina.
Do they?
Yeah.
Elaine is an expert.
All right. If you didn't hear that, Elaine said they look like the set from South Carolina, but they are. They are
Very beautiful.
and I think they are unique.
Oh, I thought he was going to say, they are you. Like, I could wear this giraffe pin. Look at that.
But we've seen quite a few pins. We don't see them that big, number one, and you don't see just animals. You usually see something. They all have, of course, the Lions logo on them, so that they are Lions pins, but you don't really see just animals by themselves.
Wait till I go tell Bill, we need this set. They're beautiful.
So we'll be back with $10. Is that
Yes,
all
right now. Right now. Okay.
There's Carol and Bill making the transaction. In front of them, Verla Leach, Fred's wife, from Virginia. So you can see people come from all over to the pin swap. In the black hat, and then to his right, Tim and Lana McCauley from Pennsylvania. Very, very active pin traders. I expect to see a lot of action from them in tonight's auction. Here's Ralph and Sue Dolan, formerly from Torrington. Ralph designed many of the pins here along with Phil that the Connecticut Pin Trading Club has produced over the years. Ralph and Sue now residing in Florida. So, people seem to be having a very good time. Lots of activity here at the Northeast Pin Swap, Radisson Hotel in Cromwell, Connecticut. Oh, and there's Paul Viano, past president of the LITPC, the Lions International Trading Pin Club. We're getting ready for the auction here. All the pins are lined up against the far wall. You can see people still previewing them. And all of our pin traders are here. Most of them, anyway. They've got their paddles, and they'll be ready to start the auction soon. You can see Ralph and Walter here are going to be taking care of the finances. They're going to be tracking the bids and the winners. And then after the auction is complete, I will be taking the tickets from the winners.
Good evening, everyone. You're in good hands tonight because you've got two Marines that are running this show, myself and Lion Peter, and as we say in the Marine Corps, on time, on target. So it's 6:30, and welcome to the auction for the Northeast Pin Swap. Can you hear me if I stand back a little bit? Oh, good. Here's the basic rules of the auction. We are going to do our very best to tell you what the lots of pins are. If we make a mistake, as we say in Italy, that's a too bad. Because you've all had a chance to see these, and you will see them up here as well. So it's the last bid wins. I want to tell you that the auctioneer has the right to bid. Other than that, that's pretty much the rules of the auction. I'm sorry? Yeah, hold those. We're going to do our, Peter and I are going to do our best to get your bids, but hold those paddles up there. I do want to make one introduction. We're very honored tonight to have the sitting district governor of District 23C, Connecticut, District Governor Hillary Cumnick, and his lovely wife, Lori. Let's welcome them. Okay. I'm sorry.
Paul,
Yes.
he just joined the pin trading club too.
Oh, and he's a new pin trader. How's that? Even better. So here's how it works. You know, bid on anything, don't worry about it, and you can take care of it at the end of the night. Okay, we might well have a guest auctioneer or two during this evening. We're going to go very quickly. So if you have any idea that you might want this pin, once I tell you it's sold, in Italian, again, that's a too bad. So I can say that because sono italiano. So in any event, number one, we have 2 cases of Coon Rapids pins. There's a total of 64. I took a look. I'm going to guess that most of them are there. I don't know. But who'll start the Coon Rapids at $20? Do I have 15? I have 15, 15, 20, 15, 20. I have, boy, I got some feedback here, but are you guys okay out there? Okay, I'm deaf in one side, so I'll hold it over here. Okay, I have 15. Do I hear 1750? 15, I have 1750, 20. 20, I have 20 in the back, 2250. 2250, 20 in the back, 2250. 2250, 2250, 25. 25, 2750. 2750, 30. 30, 30 is 250. 3250, 35. 35, 3750. 3750, 3750. Going once. Going twice. We have it? I have. You have 3750. 40. I have 40. 4250. 40, 4250. Do I hear 4250? Going once. Going twice. Sold. $40. Number 39. Lot number 2 is the USA Canada Leadership Forum pins. There are 4 pins. Can you flip that one time? One more. Okay. 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 This is the Alice in Wonderland from a couple of 3 years ago from the forum. What is it? Oh, Wizard of Oz. What did I say? Oh, good. Yeah. Alice in Wonderland's all the same to me. Yeah. Who'll start this at $5? $5 anywhere. I have 5, 750. 5, 750. I have $5, 750. 5, 750. Do I hear 750 anywhere? 5, 7. If I have 750, 10. I have 750, 10. 10. I have 10, 1250. 10, 1250. I have 10, 1250. 1250. 10 once, 10 twice. Sold $10. Number 22.
Congratulations to Lion Phil Zernak and our committee for putting on a great swap. Here you can see our 2 2018 Las Vegas pins, the Connecticut State pins. Don't they look beautiful, Carol?
They are.
Come back next week for another episode of Lion Around Connecticut with Carol and Harry. Bye now.
Bye-bye.
We hope you enjoyed our show this evening. Tune in next week for another Lion Around Connecticut with Carol and Harry. Good night.
Bye-bye.